Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's KHG, and as said in the last episode, I am back with Epi-Stream 4 of the Outer Worlds. Now, when we left, I found out how to use the holographic shroud, which is basically like a disguise kit for a hologram, and I'm helping this guy, my companion Vicar Max, with his companion quest to find details about a guy who I think is a criminal who may be able to what's the phrase? He may be able to translate one of his books from French, because he really doesn't like that the book is in French. So very quick up to date for people who haven't watched the rest of the series. This is what I'm using at the moment: plasma hammer, plasma pistol, brand new plasma rifle that I did technically steal, but I do have the boost for energy weapons. That's where I decided to go for it, because I do have the energy weapon perk, which is here. Whenever you use an energy weapon, well, science weapon rather, I thought energy counted as a science weapon, you're supposed to get 25% extra magazine. Well, we'll see if that's the case. Anyway, the disguise is automatic. Hey birdie.
I hear scary things about Monarch.
Damn, I really want to take those because there's a locked door. I actually know what I'm doing this time round, guys. I'm just trying to think of a way to get. I can take these because they're not looking.
Incoming.
What was that? I better take a look.
It's not smart to. Yeah, I can't do the quest. Yeah, it's not smart to carry on from there. Okay. So I don't usually do this, but that was a mistake. So this time I'm not going to steal that particular thing. This is where we came in at the beginning of the episode, so everything should be fine, everything's as it was, hopefully, yes. At some point I need to collect all the Spacer's Choice things for a trophy, but that's not super important. Lose 5 lockpicking, gain a lot of armor. Okay. Lose stealth but gain 5. Actually no, because I put mods in there. No, I like the bonuses too much. Weapon sway, that might be worth it. But it only happens when you heal though. Oh, they're nicotine based as well. That's quite good. I might use that. No, that's the... yeah, okay. Armor rating plus 10. Okay, I'm going to do that instead. Because the odds are if I need to heal, then I'll need the armor help. Okay, now things can track him down. Data cartridge. I picked up the cartridge. Okay, I'll look again. So I'm looking for a cartridge.
What's that noise?
Oh, I wish I could do that.
What do you think you're doing? Keep your hands to yourself.
Okay, so what I actually did was open a back door.
Hold it right there.
Hey,
What do you think you're doing?
Um,
I don't want any trouble out of you.
oh no, is this the one I needed? Oop, running out of time. Let's back out. I know this is a slower way of doing it. Oh, you have to do that. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, I've figured out what I need to do. Sorry, guys. And this is my guess anyway, so before I do that, let's have a look. Is there a way around the back? Not messing with those guys.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage through the park is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing space. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
So if I didn't have stealth, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. So a quick resave. This is gonna happen a few times this stream. So according to the game, I have to use a terminal. Okay, so where's the terminal? Because the marker's there. Hi, not found. How you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
There's supposed to be like a thing, but it's not showing up. It's showing up on the marker. See there, it says terminal. But I go to the distance and the terminal's not there. Is there another way to walk around? Oh great, are you gonna move, lady?
Impressive as always.
Right, save. If I don't save regularly, I have to do the same few minutes over and over again. See, the computer's not there.
Keep up the good work.
Let's look up top. Nope. I don't want to search through it either, because that defeats the... I mean search as in online. Because that defeats the purpose. What I will do is take these. I don't know, because the computer isn't showing up. Because the marker's there, see the green marker? Said there should be a computer terminal. The computer terminal's not there. Here, watch. See, 4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters. And no computer. Solid door, nothing there. Table, not a computer. Ordinary table, not a computer. That is a terminal, but not the one the game's saying. Oh, wrong button. I was trying to see what the quest is called. See, it says the security terminal is in the area, which it is, because I'm in there, and I can't, it's not there, can't see it. Bit annoying. I might have to look it up in case it's like the graphics glitch problem I had before. Did you see the computer at all, apart from the broken one that the NPC was using? Bear with me, I'm just checking. Because I don't know if it's a graphics issue or something I've missed. Because I'm sure I've done everything correctly. It's a companion quest, so it's actually important as well. Didn't mean to do that. Right then. Go in, go... What? Bear with me a second, I'm just double checking the information. Okay, right, apparently what? You are kidding me. Hopefully I can find 2 maglocks. I know where 2 maglocks are. Says there is a second way to get in, so but that's gonna take a while, so instead I'm gonna find those maglocks.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing, dude.
Oh, my mistake.
The bypass ones are fine, but I need the donut ones. Oh, I know what the issue was. I hate doing this, but if I remember right, I should already have the maglocks because I've pulled the save back.
Wow, you got that?
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Hi, bye, boom. 2 minutes after all that. But it does mean there's a lot of stuff to take again, so. Well, I was gonna get more, but that guy's in the way. That's a 7, that's a 7, that's a 7. No, but I might do the armor. Depends how much it costs. Because I'm keeping this because I put a lot of mods into it. Plus they've got skill modifiers. Okay.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Ooh, my perception isn't high enough. I bet he's a criminal.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Yeah, he's definitely lying about something, but for now, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? If I've got enough money, I'm gonna redo their That would have been a bad move. That's the guy we're after for the job. I need to double check that's actually still loaded.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. Have at it then. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no... I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Mardu is like a nickname for Marta.
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
What can Groundbreaker security do for you today? The heat situation's still dire. Chief Tennyson doesn't often hire freelancers, like I told you, but she might be amenable now. Anything else I can help you with, mister? They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains.
Yeah, this stream's gonna be long, so if you need to go at any point, I understand, or if people are watching the video, you might want to watch in 2 parts. But the more you watch, the more it helps the channel.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed. If anybody could prove
thank you, not fine. I'm glad you're still here, my friend.
They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead. Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom. Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan. Even
I bet he's a secret criminal. He
People
has
do
to
what
be.
they gotta to get by. Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much, and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again, and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Oof, he's a rude fella.
Listening to me like this.
Okay, so definitely not gonna disturb that person. Anyone around? I mean, yeah, but...
What do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess... Never mind then.
XP, bro. Yeah, I said once this mini one's done, I'll be doing the mini companion quest for Pervati. One second. Hang on. So that's where I was. This is where I'm going. Takes me a few goes around the map to know what I'm doing. Oh, not this again. Well, I always miss a turn or don't see a turn. I have to go to my ship. Alright, well if that's the case, I'm gonna do the other lady's one. You can wait for it a little bit.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
It's time for a KYO. Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A salt sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center.
When might we expect you out here again?
Obviously there's like shops and stuff.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
Interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Cool.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting.
Yeah, I
She
need to
sent me a
see that
recording of a
lady
distress signal she
Pavati,
scraped
I
from the
think.
Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
This is why I really like
Sounds
these
like
games.
someone
You go
poking
to
into
one
somewhere they
place
shouldn't
and then
be, got
something
into
else
some
opens
trouble.
up.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information.
Alright, well after I've done the
The
Pavati
more we
thing,
got the
we'll
corps
listen
fighting
to
each
it
other, the less time they got to meddle in our
and
affairs.
then sell it off. It would
Don't forget to
seem.
come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
But I'll take the whole jar. No, I'm teasing. Anyway.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. We'd like to remind spacers and other travelers
Ho 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 ho.
that monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors.
Requires a what? Was the
Anarchists live as one with the animals.
oh, I'd have to get rid of the shop owner. I don't want to do that.
The board's involvement ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
See, technically he's got the card, but that would you'd have to be a bad guy and
Still
literally
getting acquainted?
take it.
Can't go wrong if you stick to the promenade.
Those barrel shells when it's on. I've got to see that weird space looking dude.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this guy.
Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why, even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar... damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget? Heard of it? My orientation aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Have a look.
I have to at least have a look. I was properly having a little dig at the poor fella. Okay, basically,
Please
I've
don't
heard
see
of this lady.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasant...
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patient. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources.
I do know that the lady that we just spoke to, because of the adverts in the past, she might be a companion.
And that's simply not tenable. Take care.
Not right now, obviously, but like in the future.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
To the last rat is on button time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks, dude. What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Trying to leave, man.
What's that? What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Right.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway? Did he now? Mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone.
Is the speed of the talking okay? I'm not pressing it too quickly for you guys.
But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't.
If you're watching it as a video, do leave a comment.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
There is a lot of side stuff going on.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Have you seen this man?
Reward offered for information needed to attack our loaded terrorist beneath Rome. Report any sightings to your local war embassy.
Right, this is where I need to be.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind a formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of little missions for, just so you guys are aware, because you can see they're all triggering.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you.
Interesting. Does she even have lockpick? I don't think she does. I'll give her that. Alright, you can have a helmet instead.